Hey trappers, Dale Billingsley here, Billingsley Brand Lures. So guys, what I want to talk to you about today is taking numbers of coyotes. When I just got home from the National Trappers Convention yesterday afternoon, and I overheard a lot of conversations, and I had a lot of guys come up to me and talk to me about going out here and pounding big numbers of coyotes. Most all of them wanted that, boy, I'd like to catch 100 coyotes, I really would. And most of those guys were in the Midwest area. Guys, I want to talk to you about that. Catching numbers of coyotes here in the Midwest, I'm not saying it can't be done, because there's guys that do it every year. I'm not saying that. But those guys have spent a lot of time in preparation work. They know right where their coyotes are. They know right where, they know right where they're going. They know what they're doing. The minute their feet hit the floor on opening day, they got everything scouted, lined up, and ready to roll. There's none of this monkey business of, well, I'm going over here now, and then I'm running over here. No, they know right where they're going and what they're doing. And they also know when and how to change with the coyotes during the season. They'll start off in November. Right out of the gate, they're trapping dispersal pups, and boy, they're on them. And that's when the bulk of them are being caught. Okay, then December rolls around, and I've got to tell you guys, December coyotes absolutely, positively, without a doubt, suck. All right? You've got Gutpiles, you've got cripples, you've got, pressure from deer hunters. They're scattered across the country. The dispersal's over. The dispersal pups are gone. The few that are still alive now have seen dirt holes. They've seen flat sets. They know what a predator call is. They're not buying you're this or that. They've moved on. They've educated, okay? And what you've got to do is go cat trap your coyotes. You've got to get into where the cover is. You've got to get into tall grass patches. You've got to get off into timber. Wherever the bobcats are going to be holding, that's where your coyotes are going to be, because of the cripples, the Gutpiles, the hunting pressure. Everything has changed now, okay? In a coyote's world, everything has switched and changed. It's not the easy living that they had in November. It's a dangerous time of the year to be a coyote in December, at least here in Iowa anyway. So these are things you need to be thinking about. These are things you need to be looking at. And then, with the weather the way it is, we never know. I mean, we wake up one morning in December and it's 60 degrees, and the next morning we wake up, it's 10 below, and we've got 8 inches of snow on the ground. So these are things too. I mean, you've got to live by the Weather Channel. Those things happen. That's out of your control. But the biggest thing is what most guys fail, where they fail at, is going out here and scouting enough country and getting enough permission to be able to get back in to get those coyotes. Personally, myself, when I go trap coyotes in December, especially, I'm running massive snare lines. All right, because that is the easiest way to catch them, in my opinion. Yes, I can go back in what few farms I can get permission on at that time of the year. It's pretty tough here because of the white-tailed deer thing. But you're running massive amounts of snares, all right? You're covering massive amounts of country. You're running a bunch of miles. You're using piles of cable. And it's tough. I'm not going to lie. It's a tough deal. You're going to run on the average somewhere between 250 and 350 snares a day, because that's what it takes. To think that you're going to go out here with a couple dozen and whip the world is not going to happen. I mean, you're going to catch a coyote or two, but you're not going to put down numbers like you think you will. So these are things that you need to be thinking about. These are things that you need to be concentrating on and starting right now. Don't wait. You need to be doing it right now. If you haven't started already, you're behind the 8 ball. You should have been doing this a month ago. You should have been out contacting farmers, ranchers, landowners, getting permission. You should have been, duck unders under fences and trails coming through should have been scouted back last February when the grass was still down and there was a little bit of light snow on the ground, maybe, or at least mud on the ground anyway. That's when you should have been scouting those areas to find those duck unders under the fence and to find those crossings. That's how you find them. It's not this time of the year. It's with the grass, anywhere from knee high up to chest high. It's pretty hard to see those trails, and it's pretty hard to see those crawl unders coming under those fences. So if you do that during February and March, and believe me, they shine like a new penny that time of the year. You can't miss them. You drive down the road and they just pop at you, every one of them, because the grass is down, the snow is down. So these are things that you need to be thinking about and need to be considering. Also, if you're going to be running lots of snares, there's a good chance, if you've got permission and can do it, you're going to be running large bait piles. So you need to secure bait. What I do is I just go here to my local locker and they load me up. I mean, I just take all the barrels of scraps and go put my bait piles out. If it's legal in your state to run exposed bait. If it's not, then you need to come up with a different way. And I've given several different options in some older videos of mine. If you go back into my playlist and go into the snaring and cable restraint videos, you'll find those in there. So, but anyway, these are things you need to be thinking about. These are things that need to cross your mind. I'm not trying to preach, guys, just trying to give out solid facts and solid information. Guys, we're going to go ahead and cut this video right here. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in and watching. I appreciate every one of you that was at the NTA convention that stopped by to say hi, whether you bought lure from me or not, or whether you just come by to thank me for the videos or just to say hi. Guys, once again, this is Dale Billingsley with another one. Signing out.